Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Glenn,
I'm Tyler.
I'm Daryl.
and we are the Channel Surfers, baby. Let's go! Welcome to the channel, and welcome back for our multi-time listeners. This is episode 14. We are the Channel Surfers, and this episode we are reviewing Project Hail Mary. Spoilers will be happening. We will let y'all know when there's spoilers, but this movie is the first blockbuster of 2026, and we got to talk about it. But first things first, Tyler, what's the best thing you watched this week?
I would have to say Invincible because that shit was insane. Thrag is that. He's that guy.
What you want
guy.
to say? Nigga wanted to say that nigga.
I was like, you be saying it, but
Yeah.
that boy, hey, they thought
Listen,
they thought he was fucking around, but boy, hell
was on-
no,
He was
They
on
did.
front. He was on front alert for a while.
dog.
Listen, they did it so different than the comics, and so in the comics, he really get into action immediately, right? Like he get with it immediately. The war starts with him going up to Thetis and let's get to it. Like the scene,
Yeah.
let's get to it. But the way they had him just watching and Space Racer shoot the gun, he don't move. He I ain't worried about that fucking sidestep he pulled on Nolan is up there with Neo dodging bullets. He was yeah, bro, I'm not even gonna come on. And then
him headbutting his fucking fist, that shit was crazy.
the frames where it was it turned him almost to on some demon shit. That shit was
Yeah.
bruh, yeah.
Now the scene, the part when they was him and Nolan was down on the planet, and then he cocked his fist back and created a whirlwind.
That shit was boy. That shit literally was why I oughta.
That shit was fire.
Bro, he punched that nigga so hard that nigga hit a Viltrumite. It still was going up. It didn't defer him off his
First of all,
path.
the nigga's so overpowered. I don't understand how could they possibly defeat him?
Know,
Plus,
I know.
It's not making any sense.
It will as we go forward.
Bro, if they pull some shit like he about to kill what's his name mom and that nigga really power up or something, I'm gonna be mad because I just watched this nigga be the most powerful nigga in the history of animation.
Bro, that nigga said, I killed Conquest, I'll kill you. And them niggas always kill Conquest. That nigga said, show me. Yeah. Yeah, but nah, Invincible episodes. Listen, Invincible, we got Invincible, The Boys, Maul, and Daredevil. If you a nerd, nigga, comic books, we eating good right now.
Hey, question, is this next episode of Invincible the last one?
Most likely, I can check for sure, but it's 8 episodes is really, I feel where they've been at. I think only one time they went past 8, and I think that was season 1, maybe. But we'll have to check. Daryl, what's the best thing you watched? I know you was off in Europe, so.
Oh man, yeah, I was. Yeah, but so I was out in Europe. Fast fact, not fast fact, but when I was in Europe, I watched one movie because whenever I travel, I like to go to the movies at least once. And I saw Super Mario, and then I listened to y'all's podcast episode, and y'all were talking about Super Mario. First of all, y'all gassed the fuck out Super Mario.
I liked it. I'm a sucker. I love it.
You love everything, nigga. I swear.
It was
Wait, hold on. Are we talking about the new one?
Yeah, the new one.
I haven't watched this.
Yeah,
I didn't see it.
That nigga Glenn was like, "Oh, that shit was so fire." I was like, "Come on, dog."
I only gave it a 3 though. I gave it a 3.
So why are you on here acting like? Okay, you gave it a 3, but in your words, you was
I'm
acting
excited.
like
I like those movies.
Right.
I'm excited. It's cool.
Don't be recommending that shit. That's
what you mean. That's
the type of shit that you put on your kids' tablet while you trying to take care of some business.
That's exactly what I've been doing. What I've been doing.
Anyway, so the best thing that I've watched Sunday season finale of DTF St. Louis. That shit was amazing. That show is so fucking weird. I didn't know where it was going. I didn't know where it was going. I like how they kind of ended it. It was kind of off kilter. You kind of assume that it's one thing and you assume that it's one kind of show, and then it kind of ends, and it's a whole different kind of show, and then you sit there and you're like, damn, kind of fucked up. It's kind of sad.
That's where I thought it was a murder for the longest. Like, I was like, definitely the wife. Then I thought,
no spoilers, nigga. Don't spoil it.
I'm not gonna spoil it. Right. I thought it was the wife for sure. But like I said, the turn they took us on, and then like you said, when you sit there, it was like, damn, that really is like, he was like shout out Jason Bateman, bro. He was doing everything he could, man. That's a good ass friend, man.
Really, I mean, like, because if you haven't watched it, for those who are listening, if you haven't watched it, it's kind of weird, and you're gonna assume it's a show that's about freaky niggas and
kind of
borderline gay niggas.
For sure.
But like,
for sure.
But ultimately, like, once you get to the end, you're like, I don't even know if them niggas are even gay. They just really lonely.
They just really honestly, like,
them niggas really lonely, bro.
But the best way I describe it is like, there's just some white boys doing some white boy shit, Tyler. You know. Look, that's just some white boys doing some white boy shit.
I ain't that white. That's like,
Yeah, that's
some lonely ass people is what that is. That's all that is.
That shit was crazy. But yeah, no, definitely, DTF was gas. I don't know if it's the best thing I watched this week. It is the most intriguing thing I've watched this week. So I'm gonna change it right now because I am gonna recommend it, because the one thing I love just as much as a good show is a what the fuck are we watching show, because I like when people watch what the fuck shows together. Euphoria season 3.
I haven't seen it yet.
It starts like Django. It's like Django meets Sicario right now.
What the
Bro,
fuck?
I don't know what's going on. It's like 4 or 5 years into the future. Rue is in debt, $43 million. She's going to settle for 100,000. She's a drug smuggler. Very nasty scene when she's smuggling the drugs. They really show that. There is no humanly reason that any of these people after high school should still be in contact with each other. But because Sam Levinson really don't know what he got going on for real, it's just nonsense. Jacob Elordi don't want to be there. You can tell by his acting, he don't want to be there. Zendaya is Zendaya. He really cares about her storyline, and it really should just be her in the show, because everybody else, their storylines don't make no sense. Sydney Sweeney is barking and pretending to be a dog. Now she looks sexy, but what is going on? She did look sexy. I ain't gonna lie. He grabbed that dog. She said, "Woof, woof." I said, "Oh yeah. Sign me up, little freaky." But no, I want everybody to watch it because I want people to just be like, what the hell is we watching? This show had one of the greatest first seasons. When we talk about great first seasons, amazing first season, and we have lost the plot entirely. She is like we've lost the plot. She is a full drug smuggler, and now she is going to turn into a pimp type. She gonna work at a strip club and basically be like, I don't know and she like, oh, I want to get on the hose. Like, I don't know what's going on for real.
Sound like it's just like sometimes TV shows just one season to the next is like a whole different show.
Yeah,
sound like
this show has gone
like just a whole different show.
Bro, the show opens with her trying to get over the border in a Jeep. She's driving up a ramp trying to go over the border.
Nigga, I haven't seen it yet.
I'm just saying that's how the show opens. That's just how the show opens, and it's showing Midwestern. It's like Kill Bill Django lettering. It's like what? But you in Mexico, and it's like, what is going on? Yeah.
Yeah, I was sitting there and I was like, no, either nobody wants to be in the show besides Zendaya, or like everybody's just fucking terrible at acting.
She don't even want to be in the show.
She really don't either. I mean,
she's the only one acting her ass off in the show.
I think she just acting her ass off because she can act. You know,
exactly. Yeah, I mean, I'll say because Jacob Elordi, I was like, this is the most boring person I've ever watched in my entire life.
Jen said that he is still, and she said the whole time she was watching it, he acting like Heathrow in Wuthering Heights. She was like, I don't even think he out of character yet. She was like, I think he just went from one to the other and was like, yeah, I'm just gonna stay in character. So yeah, Euphoria, Invincible, and DTF St. Louis. Definitely DTF St. Louis. The creator of that show, he got something wrong with him. For 100%, because where did you come up with that? And Sam Levinson, you a freak. But yeah. So what we're going to talk about today is Project Hail Mary. If you are living under a rock, Project Hail Mary is starring Ryan Gosling. Shout out Amazon. Amazon has finally figured out something and they put it together. Starring Ryan Gosling, Sandra Huller, Lionel Bryce from The Bear, and James Ortiz as Rocky. There's a few other supporting actors. We got what's Sweet and Sour Chicken Ass from Rush Hour? He in there. Yeah, he in there. And then
nigga from he from, you know what's funny?
He from industry too.
I always think of him from X-Men Last Stand.
He is in X-Men The Last Stand.
The nigga with the spike. He had the stupidest. He had the stupidest power. You gotta get close to somebody and spike him.
Yeah, facts. He hugged the chick. Was like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But obviously he Chris Tucker was looking for his sweet and sour ass. And then if y'all know the big titty chick from AT&T commercials,
Milena Vaintrub, I think is what her name is.
Hey, you know her name?
Well, she was supposed to be like Squirrel Girl in some X-Men show,
okay,
a few years ago, and then it just got canceled.
Okay.
Did y'all know that Lionel guy, the one from The Bear, he's like one of the founding members of fucking Future?
Is he really?
That makes sense.
Well, you know what? I didn't know he was friends with. I knew he was friends with Tyler and them.
I did not know that
because I watched the interview of him talking about. He was like, how does it feel to be in a TV show? And he was like, oh yeah, like they always give me shit about it. And it's like that. It's so random though. Like,
I'm like, I was like doing some research and I was like, wait, and it was like that they were going through all the
people,
family. I say all family. Is it all Future? Yeah. Like all the people, and they've all gone on to do all, to do
they
all.
Showed that he was, that's
and when I was like, is that Lionel from The Bear?
The fuck? Yeah, but
that's so random.
So this movie right now, like I said, major blockbuster. This movie is right now sitting around 400, 500 million at the box, projected to do 700 million. This is a book, apparently a science fiction book. I never heard of it before the movie came out. Didn't really know much about it. But the synopsis is that a man wakes up alone on a spaceship with no memory of who he is and how he got here. As he slowly pieces things together, he realizes that he's on a critical mission far from Earth. While trying to understand his situation and complete the mission, he makes an unexpected discovery that changes everything, and it forces him to rely on science, problem solving, and an unlikely partnership to survive. So we'll open it with first impressions. Tyler, we'll start with you. What are your first impressions of this movie?
I actually thought it was really well done. Overall, I mean, it seemed fairly well paced. I kind of liked the style, like the editing style, and like how they went from like Earth to space, Earth to space, Earth to, like kind of explain the story that way, which I assume is how they do it in the book. But I liked that. It was kind of how we like Quentin Tarantino with Pulp Fiction, how he kind of does shit like out of order, which I think I thought that was kind of dope. For sure.
Daryl?
Yeah. I mean, so like I said a couple weeks ago, I went to go see it. I'd always heard of this movie. It was kind of odd because it's a book that, normally whenever a movie has like buzz, it's like a comic book movie or it's an IP. But I'm hearing about this book and then they're like, oh man, this fucking book is amazing. So, I was already kind of prepared for the movie, but I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know really what was going on, even from the trailers. And then so I went into it kind of meh. And then when I was in that whole, sometimes when you watching a movie, you just get that feeling.
That feeling, yeah.
Like I'm watching it all time. Yeah, I'm watching I was like, yeah, here we go.
Yeah.
Looks amazing, feels amazing, makes you feel good. So like I said, whenever I left, I was like, this is amazing. Like this is great.
For sure.
I rated it really high on Letterboxd, and as you know, I am a hard fucking rater. So that should tell you how I feel about the movie in itself,
Yeah. For me, I love Ryan Gosling. I pretty much watch anything he does. So I was excited off of that. Oh, Ryan Gosling's in a movie. I didn't really understand what the movie was about. I didn't, but then I also was like, I'm not going to try to understand what the movie's about either. Like I said, I was a little wary when I mentioned it to y'all because I was like, Amazon, y'all don't really know movies that well. But watching the movie, Tyler, like you said, the way that it goes, it'll jump from time period to this, space to Earth, like all the jumping around, I really, really liked. Some of the editing, I saw that people were laughing about it. There was a scene where he was explaining to her, or she was explaining stuff to him, and every time it went back to him, he was in a different pose. I thought that was so funny because it really showed like his level of stress. I like the way he always, like when he was getting stressed, he'd hang his glasses down. When you talked about heart, Daryl, like there's so many like moments where like even something simple like they go to get the sour Skittles. And like when they're working on the science project, the other agents are eating the sour Skittles. You know, it's like, bro, we really trying to, save the world. Like I said, I absolutely loved the movie. And I saw a comment, I saw a review of the movie where someone said it's the rare situation where a movie is actually better than the book. And to me, I can 100% see it. Now, it might read well with the time jumping, but I think what Ryan Gosling brought to that character, that couldn't be portrayed in the book. And I think if the book was better, I think it would have been like even if it is a bestseller, like I don't know anybody that knows about this book. So it was like, I can 100% see why this might be a better movie than a book for sure. For me, and then, I wanted to ask y'all if it met expectations. It's kind of hard for me to say because I didn't have any expectations. Me, it shot through whatever I thought it was going to be.
I didn't have expectations, but the way people were talking about it, like the way people talk about the book and whenever it got previewed or whatever, whatever con or whatever they did, early screenings, they were like, oh my God, Ryan Gosling's in this Project Hail Mary movie. Oh my God. And I was like, what the fuck is this? So although I didn't have any personal expectations, I was expecting a great movie because everyone else was. And to me, it exceeded expectations,
Yeah.
Like I compare it to like, as far as expectations goes, kind of like Sinners. I was like, whenever I went into Sinners, I was like, this movie has to be great. And then you walk out of it, it's like, nigga, not only is it great, it went beyond.
Yeah, it went beyond
that,
For sure. Yeah. And then another thing I want to say is Ryan Gosling, to me, I have a new respect for him. I love when somebody solos a movie damn near. Because you really get to put your skills on display. He is it's crazy. He's Oscar nominated and stuff, La La Land and those things, but he really is a really good actor. And I think because he's so playful in a lot of his shit, he does something very well though. Whatever, I don't know what it is, but he does it well. I really, like I said, I really, like you said, Daryl, that you wouldn't be surprised if he get nommed. Like he was really good in this movie.
Yeah, like I know people that have read the book and they were talking about like, oh, I'm excited to watch the movie and all this stuff. But I mean, like I said, I knew of the book and I kind of knew what it was about, but I didn't have any expectations going into it. But I mean, then I saw them. I don't really read reviews and be like, okay, yeah, this shit's gonna be dope. But like, if I see a trailer and I'm like, oh, this trailer looks like this movie might be kind of badass, I'll hype myself up for it, but. Like seeing the trailer for this one, I was like, "Hey, that actually looks pretty dope." And I like space movies for some reason. I don't know. I don't understand the science. Shit looks dope.
Yeah.
Then it definitely exceeded expectations for sure because that shit was crazy. And yeah, like you said, Ryan Gosling obviously carrying the movie because he's the only one you're seeing for 80% of it.
Yeah,
it's like an I Am Legend type thing where it's like and you have to be that type of actor to do that.
It's very similar to The Martian. So the book is written by the same person who wrote The Martian, which you can very clearly see. It's a guy in space alone by himself. It's the screenplay is the same person who wrote the screenplay for The Martian. But oddly enough, it's directed by the niggas who directed 21 Jump Street and the Lego movie. The fucking Lego movie. It's like, why?
Lego movie, yes, though.
It is. It's fucking amazing. But like, I don't know how that happened. But whoever the fuck them niggas are, it's actually two guys.
They're the writers of the Spider-Verse movies too, aren't they?
Or
are they just the producers?
I think they're the direct. I think they're like the directors.
I don't think they directed it. I thought they just wrote it.
That is crazy. Okay.
I know they for sure produced it, but
okay. Maybe, they did something in there.
Okay, but speaking of that, Tyler, because you did say, like, you like those type of movies, who do you think we should recommend this type of movie to? We all have friends who are like, I like to watch movies at home, or, I see 5 movies a year, but like, what type of people would you recommend Because to me, as a man, I'm like, I don't know, like, bro, it's the final frontier. It's a movie about space. What more do you need, bro? It's movies about. Yeah, I love movies about space.
This is definitely one you have to watch in theaters at least the first time. But I feel like there's not really anything like there's something for everybody in this movie. I mean, because unless you like, you're there for like romance or whatever. But even then, they kind of like sprinkle it in a little bit to make you think about it. But I mean, I thought it was. I mean, I feel like everybody would like this movie, but that's never true. Somebody always has something to complain about.
It has so much heart. Everybody loves I mean, it's literally, it's so funny because the movie's called Project Hail Mary, bro. It's a Hail Mary, bro.
Yes,
it's a against the odds movie.
So I was gonna say, like, I already mentioned The Martian, so I would say it's, if you've seen The Martian or if you've seen Interstellar, I say it's like right in the middle in between those two. Like, so if you like or love either one of those movies, then you will love this movie. Like, it's literally right in the middle of The Martian and Interstellar.
I agree 100%. So right here, if you're listening, however you're listening, we are about to get into it. So if you haven't watched this movie yet, or if you're one of them weird people that be like, hey, spoil the movie for me and I'll still check it out based on that, stay and listen, but we about to spoil. Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. So here we go. So I need to say specifically because, something that I absolutely love, Sandra Huller's singing Sign of the Times was so fucking cold in this movie. Perfect song for her to sing. I know you don't really care about that song, Daryl, but listen, I
didn't even know who it was until
that's Harry Styles. Afterwards. Like, that is a perfect, like, Don't Stop Your Crying, It's a Sign of the Times. Like, that scene was so gas. And then the whole time, it's so funny because watching the movie the whole time, I'm like, they're showing him do the training and everything. And it's like, how the fuck did you get in space? Bro, when that shit happened and it's like everything was going good. And then it happens. And then he's like, oh, we ain't got enough time. Like, what's going to happen now? And it's like, for me, like you said, there was moments, I cried a lot during this movie. And that was one of the moments where I cried because it's like, having a kid for something like makes me always think of like my own morality and everything and mortality and like what would I do? And it's like, bro, like you have to leave. Even though you had nothing, you have to leave. Like you're going to be a hero and you never gonna see nobody again. Like that shit is crazy. Like, yo, I'm gonna save the world. So it was like, damn, dude, you got to go up there. And then like the nigga from Rush Hour, he got kids. He had a wife. And it's like, bro, you just died for this shit. So now I like I said, I love this movie. Like I loved everything about this movie.
I mean, like, I think and whenever we're talking about this, can't just say it's the movie because obviously a lot of this is from the book, but I think what it does perfectly and like uniquely is that you assume that it's like a normal kind of movie. It's like, all right, there's this reluctant hero, which is like most movies are about a reluctant hero, or like fucking Jon Snow. I don't want it. That fucking everyone knows that shit. So you assume, okay, at some point he didn't want to do it. He was like a coward, quote unquote, even by his standards. And then so you as the watcher is assuming at some point something's going to happen where he's going to realize that he has to do this thing. Yeah. And then you get up to the point and then you realize, no, he never wanted to do this shit. Never wanted to do this shit. They had to drug him and put him on the goddamn plane. And that to me is what made the whole movie. Like, I was all right. Like, even if it did end up being that whole, like, he had a moment where he was like, you know what? You're right. I am going to go. Yeah. I would have been okay with it. But the fact that it was something totally different, that shit, I was in a movie theater with my mouth open, like, oh my God.
Yeah,
that
like, she literally was like,
shit, dog.
She was like, I'm not asking you. Like,
that's some fucked up shit.
Like, bitch. I was like, you for him. I thought you had a crush on him, girl.
Like, how do y'all even feel about that? Like, if fucking you were in the position where you had to like they were like, all right, man, you have to do this, yes or no. And then you were like, no. And then they fucking, like, but whatever they were asking you to do was like save the world.
Facts,
like,
yeah, nah.
Would you be like, all right, well, that's fine.
If I wake up in space and remember it, like when you do remember, like, did these fuck niggas, like, boy.
I'm turning that spaceship around. We all going out.
like, was she in the right or no?
In fact, she was 100% in the right. Yeah, 100%. I mean,
ultimately, I guess.
Yeah, because like, I mean, you gotta. What did she say? I think she said if they take some time to train somebody else, it'll cost like 30 million lives or something.
Yeah.
I mean, damn, he ain't got no family, man. Like if he, like, that's where I'm like, you ain't got nobody. You ain't got a dog. You ain't got a cat. You ain't got nobody.
Asking somebody to get, but like,
asking somebody to
being fucking brave is one thing, but being like, hey, because you have to understand, everyone has to accept that they're going there to die. Like they are not really coming back. Everyone who's they're like, hey, we're going to die. That's some fucking deep shit.
Nah, facts. That shit. So is there anything we love the movie for sure? Is there anything that you did not like in this movie, Tyler? Is there anything that you can think out where he was like,
nothing necessarily like sticks out immediately that's like, okay, yeah, this really bothered me. It was just, I mean, it's very sciencey, which is hard for some, like, I'm not like, I mean, like, I understand some science shit, but then again, it is a space movie, so it's obviously going to be shit that I'm not going to understand, which it didn't affect me watching the movie at all. But it's still, I mean, there was maybe some like slight pacing issues towards the very end of the movie, but other than that, overall, the rest of it was great.
The word vomit and the word salad with the science words, I kind of, you kind of like, I don't need this. I'll figure out. I liked how, he still like kind of was like they tooting and scooting, like bet. I like that. It doesn't not work for me, but I love Rocky. Like,
hold on, don't watch your stuff, nigga.
But like, bro, like, you got to go home, bro. You got to go home, bro.
What do you mean?
Like, he turned around to save Rocky. Like,
hey, that's the whole point of the movie, man.
It is. Because Rocky saves him. I'm not saying I didn't like it, because it's like, hey, you deserve to go home too. Like, you saved my life. Let me. But it's like, bro, you got to go home.
But also but you just said he doesn't have kids. He doesn't have nobody. The whole point is that he was a loser. He got shunned by
but like
his science community. He finally met someone who he fucking felt connected to, that he loved.
For sure. I wanted him to get like this. My only thing is like, can you imagine when you get home? First of all, they wasn't expecting you to come home. You are a hero, my nigga.
Well,
you see, all right. It's gonna be cold at home anyway, nigga.
Coming back to that point, so I didn't really say like what they did right and what I liked specifically about it, but like bringing up the whole Rocky thing, like Daryl was saying, it's like, okay, yeah, like, oh yeah, he's a coward in his own mind, he knows that. But then I think that like his character arc builds up to him being like, hey, like now that I know, like, oh hey, I would sacrifice myself for somebody that
Facts, which was so fire. Which was so fire.
To. Yeah. And that's why I think, and that's one of the things I think, like his character arc was very well done.
Facts. Yeah. Like to where, like you said, Daryl was waiting for where you were waiting for it. They was like, nah, just kidding. And then it's like, we're going to get back there, but it's not going to be for Earth, because I don't fuck with nobody on Earth. It's going to be for a fucking rock.
By the time he gets back to Earth, everybody he knows is going to be dead anyway, so he ain't got nothing to go to.
So like, nothing really didn't work for me, but the two things that I couldn't understand, or that I would hear people say that didn't work for them in the movie, were too long and the science stuff. So like, really, to me, I didn't even feel like it was too long at all. So I won't even touch on that, because me personally, there are times when I'm watching a movie and I'm like, damn, this shit's long, and it feels long.
You're sitting there and you like, damn, are we still in the second act?
Like one battle after another. Like that movie felt long to me when I was in the movie theater. So, but as you know, for the science piece, like there are so much of that science shit was going over my head. I was really trying to, like, I'm not a stupid nigga. I'm not super smart. I'm not a nerd. I'm not a science nerd, but I tend to understand a lot of shit, and I was trying to grasp it, but you got to a point, same with like Interstellar, it gets to a point where you're just like, look, I don't understand this shit. And as I was watching it, I was kind of worried that maybe I won't enjoy the movie as much if I don't understand it, but you never get to a point where you have to really understand the science of the movie for it to work.
When they did the box and they made the baby, right? I didn't understand what happened, and I didn't understand why it was like, But then somebody, I think, was like, why are they going to Venus or whatever? And I think he made a joke. Like, Ryan Gosling's character was literally like, they're going to get it on or something. And he was like, or something. And it's like, as soon as I said, it's like, oh, okay, cool. Because whatever you were saying, science-y, didn't make no sense to me. And I was like, what is we doing? And then even when they got to space, him and Rocky doing shit. And it was like, oh, it's attacking. And I was like, oh, okay. But when they get on that board and start, I'll be like,
See, it's so funny because I watched it with my wife. And so during the science stuff, I was kind of like, I know like bits and pieces. And she's over here like, yep, I know what they're talking. I'm like, oh, okay, well, fuck. See,
damn.
It's two different worlds. She a scientist. I forgot.
Yeah, I was like,
oh,
two different worlds out here.
Yeah, his wife is a scientist, bro. She's a scientist, bro. I never met a scientist.
So it was two different worlds. She's like, oh, I do that at work. I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah, you fucking say the world. You fucking say the world at work.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, hey, you know what? I was like, they better not send your ass off in a spaceship.
Oh man. Okay, so
yeah, see, I would say I might have understood maybe half of the science. I'm like, okay, some of this stuff I can keep up with, but for the other part, maybe like 40%. I was like, I don't know what
I'm too far. I'm too far removed from science to like even the basic chemistry stuff. I was like trying to like really like So I was like, yeah, but I'm a rock though.
Yeah, as long as you understand. All right, something's eating the sun. We have to go. We have to go to this other. There's only one place that has a sun that is not being eaten, but it's at every other place around it. So we got to go there to figure out. Like I was able to follow some of it.
Bro, I tried. I Googled how long it would take him to get back home. If I was in there, I was like, because I was like
9 years, right?
Yeah, I was like, how long will it take him? Like I was sitting there like, okay. So real quick, I wanted to ask y'all, what is y'all? I touched on my favorite scene, which was obviously I told y'all the sign of the times. What is y'all favorite scene? Either one of y'all can go first. It don't really matter.
Well, my favorite scene to me, like probably one of my favorite scenes that I've seen in a long time, is the part whenever, Gosling's character is like, look, man, like whenever he tells Rocky that he's not going home, like he doesn't have enough whatever to go home, and then he's like, look, I'm prepared to die, this, that, and the other, and then Rocky's like, I will give you, like, I'll help you, like I'll add on time to my trip to save you. And Ryan Gosling starts fucking crying, and he's like, and Rocky was like, I thought that you were prepared to die. And he was like, I didn't mean none of that shit. Yeah. He was like, that's just something you're supposed to say. Bro, that shit is so good, bro. And like, it's perfect character building because he isn't a hero. He isn't a brave person. And when you're in that moment, because you haven't realized yet that he's not up there on his own accord. He really is not a brave person yet. So that's perfect fucking character building. He is not brave.
But also Rocky in that moment, right before the funny part, Rocky was like, I've watched everybody else die. I'm not going to watch you die. Yeah. It was
that
like,
shit hit, boy.
Damn, that's it.
I love that scene, boy.
That well you up, and then that nigga go, he's like, I thought you was prepared. He's like, I didn't mean
none of that. And that shit real, bro. That's how you gotta talk.
And that nigga really just, I come to grips with it. Like
that's like when niggas be like, man, beat my ass down. I don't give a fuck. When niggas be like, on the inside, niggas be like, please don't come beat my ass, boy. That shit.
Facts. Oh man. Okay, Tyler, what was your favorite scene?
So I mean, obviously outside of that, but the Petrova line scene that shit was insane. Whenever it's like all like red and pink, that shit was insane. Because and the fact that they did it practically, like that's crazy to me. But then besides that, because that was like one of the most beautiful shots I've seen in a movie in a while.
Shout out AMC, baby. That shit was gorgeous.
And then the atmosphere fishing, whenever he's outside the ship and like they have the fucking thing, he has to go out and like grab the thing. Oh boy, that shit had me on. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, all right, what's going on? That shit was.
Shout out to practical filmmaking, because a lot of what they were doing in this film was fucking practical. And it goes to show when you
puppet Rocky
care about you got
you care about your art, bro.
You got real niggas fucking puppeteering and inside doing the Rocky movements.
Bro, that shit.
Like that shit. That just goes to show whenever you care about your craft, your movie,
facts, 100%.
It fucking pays the price, or not pays the price, but it fucking,
pays off.
It pays off. Yes, every time.
Also, another scene that was really funny, just a passing scene. That nigga and his like doing his Blair Witch, talking to the camera, whispering. And that nigga,
he like, what?
He's like, I can't go anywhere. I don't get any peace around here. Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking to?
Who are you talking
That
to?
shit was funny.
Every time he
Question,
says
yeah, that fucking question should be killing me.
bro. Yeah. I need. Jen hasn't watched the movie yet. I can't. When she watches it, I'm gonna just be like, "Are you mad?" Question. Do you want to eat? Question. Like,
that shit funny,
bro. Yeah, no. So, who was your favorite character in the movie? Like, obviously, we don't have that many characters to choose from. But who is your favorite character?
I gotta go Rocky. I love Rocky. Yeah. I feel like everyone, fucking movies is all about a lovable alien. Everyone always loves a lovable alien.
Facts. I haven't liked the alien this much since E.T., man. Like, what a dope
Yoda?
Man. Huh?
Yoda
is. They all in space,
what?
nigga. You talking about
Yoda is more in space.
About Grogu or Yoda?
Both, either one. I mean, I'm
Yoda, Grogu.
They all in space. Everybody aliens. They don't ain't no Earth. Tyler, who is yours? Who's yours?
I mean, it's obviously Rocky for sure, but I mean, like if we're gonna shout out like the smaller characters in the movie,
Lionel Bryce. Yeah. If there, we all have seen the rewatchables, the podcast that Bill and them do for the Ringer. They have a Dion Waiters Heat Check Award, like for like best, supporting. It's either Carl or it's obviously the chick Sandra Huller, but I think she's almost in it too much. Really, Lionel, what he brings is just I really like him a lot.
I was not expecting to see it, nigga. I don't think I've seen him in any other movie or TV show from what I can remember.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I have to look at his discography.
For him to be in that movie, I was like, is that the nigga from The Bear? The nigga
when he had a suit on, I literally was like, okay, chef.
I saw something on Twitter, I think, and I don't know. I haven't fact checked to see if it was true or not, but it was like as there's like time moving through, like they're moving through time or whatever, just like with the flashbacks and stuff, his hair is like slightly receding apparently.
Well, that's fire.
Hair. And I don't know if it's true or not. I haven't looked into it, but I saw that somewhere. I was like, if that's fucking true, that's insane. Like they really just thought about everything.
I'm not gonna lie, I am very much looking forward to seeing this for the second time. Because I feel like it is definitely one of the movies that probably would like benefit on the second watch.
What's funny is I almost like, I know when I watch it for the second time, I'm trying to watch it with Jen, and like it's gonna be one of those moments where I'm like, please put your phone down. Like we gotta put our phones away, lock them away. You need to really watch this movie because this movie is absolutely beautiful, like absolutely beautiful. So we all agree that Rocky is our favorite character. Now, who is? Well, I mean, it kind of goes without question, but who do y'all think is the MVP of the movie?
I mean, the actual MVP is Ryland Grace, but my personal MVP is Rocky. But I mean, obviously Ryland Grace is the MVP. Not only did he, he succeeded in, his mission, and then he also went back and succeeded in saving Rocky, and then he's just hanging out with Rocky on his own planet, just bullshit.
Bro, they made him his own atmosphere, but like, bro, that shit's so fire. Where he teaching, it's like that's stuff. He learned the language. Like, oh man, that shit's so dope.
So let me ask you this. Okay, outside of the movie, who's the MVP between Ryan Gosling, the writer of the book, or whoever voiced and created Rocky, or the director?
I mean, the director's kind of killed it, if I'm being honest.
I'm going to still say Ryan Gosling because his character is something. Who else could play that character? I can't think of another actor that can do. Again, he does this thing where it's like not to be like, he's a good-looking man, right? But he's playing like I don't have anybody. I'm lonely. I'm a nerd. Like even the scenes that they showed him as the science teacher, it was like, I want to be in your class. You look like a cool ass teacher. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think again, if it's anybody else, the only person that I could say that has the charisma that he has to do a movie like this is honestly like a young Will Smith, which is funny because I think that it gives, like, I Am Legend is what he did, where it's like, bro, you got somebody that you really talking to. You talking to a dog ain't really talking to you. Obviously, a little later, like Rocky gets his voice and stuff, but the charisma where you can be funny and you can be moving, you can go through a lot of emotions. I think Gosling is still, which is why I said it almost makes me want to read the book. The person who said it's the rare time that a book is not as good as the movie. It's like, bro, what did he do that made, like, because again, I bet the book is very sciencey. I bet it is very, very sciencey.
From what I heard, I mean, just like any other book, like I heard the book, like I haven't heard anyone say that the book isn't better. I haven't heard too many people say that the movie is better than the book, but I have heard people say that it's one of the best adaptions. But the book does expand on like a lot of what's going on, even like stuff when they're back on Earth. Like you don't really hear anything about what's going on back on Earth until the end when you see them fucking she receives his shit, and like the book goes into all that. It goes into more of like when they're building up to it and like why they have to make certain decisions.
They tell you how he survived, like, and the other people died on the spaceship, and like there's like another point, like whenever he's with Rocky on his planet, they were making like he calls them me burgers, and they're basically like, it's like cloned meat of him essentially. Yeah, it's weird. It's hard to explain. I can't really. I just read about it. I don't know exactly the whole thing, but they go into that shit. But
even like explaining like how he was able to translate Rocky's language. Like I think the book, because like in the movie they kind of like yada yada. They were just like, all right.
But in the book, which I'm glad they didn't go into like a how did I do this type thing. You know, it's just like, let's just do it and have a scene where it's funny as hell and y'all trying to pick a voice. Also another thing I want to say is, when it comes to that character, Ryland Grace, again, I haven't read the book, so I don't want to speak on something that sound like I don't know what I'm talking about. But, you remember before Robert Downey Jr. got the role of Tony Stark, and Tony in the comics and Tony in anything was very dry and dull and very like, and then RDJ gave him like his personality. That's almost what like a Gosling thing did. It's like, does this person in the book read with personality the way that he has it? That's why he's my MVP for this. Because again, I think he's almost doing like his character in Crazy Stupid Love, just smarter.
I was gonna say he was doing more like his character in The Nice Guys.
Yeah, I love him.
In that movie, he's like, he's smart in that movie too, but then like he acts kind of like what the fuck?
Oh, what? And Russell Crowe, he's like, oh, come on, man, I don't want to do it. Like, I accidentally solved the case.
Yeah, because that's one of my favorite Gosling movies. The Nice Guys is so goddamn good.
My MVP would also be Ryan Gosling, because like I said, like kind of like how Glenn said, like he's doing something in this movie that not a lot of people can do. And obviously you have to be able to command the screen, command the whole movie, because he's really the only person up in there besides,
which is fucking impressive.
Besides a fucking puppeteer.
But you gotta give a shout out to the directors for kind of like, I want to know. I want to know if they let him just like do his own thing, or if they were kind of like, hey, this is what we're looking for from you, and then he just like he was fucking nailing it. But
I also wonder what the author thought, like the writer, like, yo, like,
well, I think he co-wrote the movie too.
Oh, okay. But I'm saying, I wonder when he saw him. I wonder when, because obviously Ryan probably doesn't audition, so it's like, I wonder when he was like was he giving him the free reign to, take some liberties with my character, So, so what did okay, so obviously we love this movie. What did y'all rate it on Letterboxd? Obviously, if you listen to this podcast and if you like movies, Letterboxd is the way to go. Download Letterboxd. We all get to become Roger Ebert.
Follow us on Letterboxd. Glenn's gonna put all of our
Letterboxd, for sure. We'll put our Letterboxd things up there so y'all can follow them. And then it's the scale of 1 to 5. Obviously, for our mathematically inclined folks, a 1 out of 5 is a 2 out of 10, and so on and so forth. 5 out of 5 is 10 out of 10. 3.5 is a 7 out of 10. What did y'all rate? What did y'all rate this movie? I think we all rated it the same.
Yeah, I gave it 4.5 thumbs down.
Oh yeah. This is good. I was like, wait,
fist my bunk. Fist my bunk. Nah, not doing that.
I also gave it a 4.5. Did you too?
Yeah, I gave it 4.5. So we all gave it 4.5.
I could honestly give 5 if I rewatch it and it still holds weight. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, to me, I'll only give 5s too. Like, I don't give anything a 5 on first watch. Like, 4.5 on a first watch is nuts. Like, I don't even do that.
I think
to me it goes 4, and then second watch I hit 4.5.
I think the only movie I gave a 5 on first watch recently was Sinners. Sinners I gave a 5. I knew that was a 5.
I gave it a 4.5.
The feeling I had when I left that movie, I knew it's one of the best movies I've ever seen. I was like, yeah.
I gave Sinners a 4.5, and it's going to stay at a 4.5.
Okay. But I do think
The only movie that I think I gave a 5 off rip was Into the Spider-Verse. But I also watched it like 15 times after that and was like, this movie's still so fucking good.
I can't wait to
think I've ever given I don't think I've ever given a movie a 5 on first watch, like ever. Like all the things that I have rated a 5 is fucking like old classics or like stuff that I've seen like multiple times.
Yeah.
Can't wait. You know, I'm interested to watch this movie on a rewatch. When you know what's going to happen. Like Daryl, you touched on the thing. You know, when you realize that he was forced to go. It's like those moments and stuff like that. I hope it doesn't play kind of like a Safdie type style where it's like once you take the anxiety out of it.
Yeah.
How is the movie? Because one thing I can say is like I love Uncut Gems. I love Marty Supreme, and I forget the other one with Robert Pattinson. Good Times. I have never rewatched those movies, you know. But I'm excited to rewatch Project Hail Mary 100%.
But see, I don't think it's gonna do that because it's not based around like being. You're like, oh my god, what the fuck? Because it's I mean, he's already there, but you don't find out that he got forced to be there till like way later in the movie. So it's kind of like, oh okay, like
you're just hoping that at the end of the day that he solves his mission and like, okay.
I feel like this is more just like a plot twist. Like any other movie that has a plot twist is like once you've seen, it's like damn,
that makes sense. Okay, so
you know, one of the real quick, like one of the which I was going to talk about whenever we were talking about what didn't work for me, but like. One of the other things that I heard people talk about, only a couple of people like on TikTok, fucking idiots. They were like, "This movie is basically like a Disney movie," and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Bro,
I'm like, "You know how this can't be a Disney movie because the main character got drugged and fucking put on a spaceship. That is not no Disney shit. That is the most non-Disney. It
would have been the way you said, where it's like, I'll do it."
Yeah, exactly.
I'll do it. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I'll go by myself. Talking about?
Yeah.
Oh man. Also, real quick, another thing that I just want to say about this movie, bro. When every time that nigga sat in that chair, first of all, getting on a spaceship, waking up on a spaceship, and having to figure out how to use a spaceship is crazy. First of all, because your ass could have got sucked out of space. Like, if you pushed the one wrong button. Secondly, every time that nigga sat in the seat and that shit was like, ready to drive pilot. And it's like, bro, get your ass up that seat, boy.
No, I like that. There's the point there where he's like, he's doing stuff. And he's like, how do I know that? I'm like, oh yeah, this is so good.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, Project Hail Mary, like I said, if you're still here and you've seen it or you interested in seeing it, please go watch this movie. Everybody's watching this movie. This is, again, Daryl called it first blockbuster of the year. This movie is amazing. Like, I can't wait till we come back. You know how we started this pod in 2026. When we come back and we say, what's, one of our favorite movies of the year? I'm excited. I love if a movie can stand the test of time the whole year. Like, man, this is one of the best movies. This might be the best. Like, I'm excited to see. Obviously, I know there's a couple movies that I know may challenge for it, but this is a good ass movie. Like, this is, and it came out of left field for me. So I love that. Like Odyssey, I know what the Odyssey is. I read the book. It's Christopher Nolan. Like, I know what that's going to be. Like this movie, I was like, what is this? Amazon? And it's like, boy, what did they do with this?
I mean, to be fair, Amazon, when they release movies in theaters, they're usually at least decent. The ones that they just put...
Mercy was in theaters.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that was not good. They were just like, oh, it's got whatever. I'm like, I don't know how the...
Did y'all see the new movie? Did y'all see that movie Balls Up that they just released?
Nigga,
I'm sorry.
I haven't watched it.
I just saw the trailer for that, I think yesterday on, probably on Prime. I was watching the basketball. I was watching the basketball game, I think it came out. I was like, I have this thing, I'm sure y'all also have this, but when you see a trailer, I'm like, this movie is gonna suck. There's no way.
No way.
And the last time that I had that feeling was with Mercy. I was like, this movie's gonna be ass, dog. Bro, this don't even look good in the trailer.
The last time I saw a movie, it was funny, is the last movie that I saw where I was like, this trailer was like, this ain't gonna be good. And I was like, but it's gonna be straight to streaming, was the last movie Mark Wahlberg did on Amazon.
Bro, that nigga sucked. That nigga only do... I think he must have a deal with Prime because I feel like he does a lot of Prime movies.
He did. He's done 2 Apple TV movies.
He did the Apple TV, The Family Plan. You know what's crazy? Do y'all remember when Bruce Willis was doing mad movies and they was bad? And I was like, bro, why is he doing all these movies?
But those were all like, he was doing movies that were going like straight to DVD.
Yes, but do you remember he was doing that, and then it was like came out that he had like a really disheartening condition and everything and all that. So it was like he was just trying to get his acting out before he couldn't anymore. When I start seeing these older dudes do a lot of movies, I'll be like, "Are y'all okay?"
Except Samuel L. Jackson.
Oh yes, Sam Black though. I don't even know.
Shit.
Sam and Morgan. Yeah, Sam has always been, but Sam has been like that his whole career. He just likes to be in movies. But like Mel Gibson randomly being I be turning stuff on, I be like, what is this he in?
No, that nigga trying to make money. That nigga don't care about nothing else. He trying to get a check.
He got a $50 million. Listen, okay, so back to it anyways. Watch Project Hail Mary. Typically on these episodes, we do quick hits. We're not going to do quick hits today because there's so much that we need to talk about with CinemaCon, and we've kind of gone long already. There's so much with CinemaCon. There's so many new trailers coming out. So when y'all come back for the next episode, we really going to dive into that. We just really wanted to make sure we highlighted Project Hail Mary because it is the first blockbuster, the first absolutely amazing movie of the year. So what is it that y'all are excited to watch this week? Tyler, we'll start with you.
The same thing probably everybody is, Michael.
Oh my God, yes. Boy. Early screening, I have my tickets, so I will be out there on Wednesday. So I'm excited. Facts.
Wait, does it come out this weekend? Meaning, so for those who don't know, we're filming this on the 16th.
Next Thursday. So by the time we record our next episode, we could have watched it by then.
For sure. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll catch it on the weekend probably. I'm excited. So it's funny because before we hopped on here, I was watching Ready or Not 2. So I'm excited to fucking finish that. I love the movies. I love it's funny because those are like two of my they aren't screen queens because they're kind of young, but they're like screen princesses. Those are my like two favorite screen princesses. I fucking love what's her name? Is it whatever Weaver?
Samara Weaving.
Samara Weaver. I love her. And the other chick, I love her from because I love those movies. Happy Dead Day or Happy Death Day.
Happy Death Day.
Yeah, I fucking love those movies.
Like, also, Samara
two of my favorite girls.
When I rewatched the movie and then I watched Ready or Not 2, I love her scream. Her scream isn't just like, it's like like she builds it, and I'm like, ooh, girl, like you.
I ain't gonna lie, damn, man, I just fucking love her, man. What if she listens to the podcast?
Yeah, listen, when we blow up, she gonna be one of my first guests. So
the second girl was in a movie called Freaky with Vince Vaughn, where she body switches with a serial killer. That shit was actually pretty good.
That was good too. I really like that movie. So what I'm excited to watch this week is shout out to Netflix. I'm excited to watch Beef season 2. The first season of first season of Beef had two actors that I really like. Steven, how do you say his last name? Stephen Young, and then Ali Pack, I think is her name. But just a season about, I mean, literally like road rage gone bad that just went down a rabbit hole. And then this new season has Oscar Isaac. And there's some other people as well, but Oscar Isaac. But I'm really excited because I really did like this concept of this show when it first came out. So I'm really excited to see what season 2 is. And this is a show where I will give props to Netflix. This is a show where we are in a time right now where we do have a lot of shows. Like there's so many good shows on television right now, and then there's so much week to week. This is a moment where I'm like, I appreciate Netflix. Give me the whole show and let me just watch it how I need to watch it. You know,
an Oscar nominee, Carey Mulligan.
Yes, Carey Mulligan is who's in it. That's what it is. And I feel like, she has pissed me off since Great Gatsby, but I do love her. Because bitch. But no, yeah. So like I said, I'm super excited, and I'm super grateful that this show is binged because boy, the schedule is booked right now when it comes to watching TV shows. My goodness, bro, every day, like
it's a lot.
We literally gotta get off of here. The Pit dropped. The season finale of The Pit is tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Something else is coming out. That fucking the Punisher specials coming out next.
Punisher specials coming.
No, that's in May.
The Man on Fire trailer just dropped today, and that come out at the end of the month. The TV show with our boy from Wonder Man, and that shit look gas.
Yeah. Shout out Denzel.
And then Friends and Neighbors is Friday, which I don't know if you're watching Friends. I don't know if you're watching that yet, Daryl, but that's a boy. John Hamm listen.
I haven't watched the first season at all.
I binged the first season and caught up like right when it started the next season. It is good and it's quick and it's Yeah, I like that show a lot. It's randomly like, so the nigga, like, real quick to tell you what it is before we go. The nigga he loses his job, right? So like, instead of like trying to find another job, because he's kind of like, when you're in that line of business, you almost can't work for a couple years. But he starts stealing. He lives in a wealthy community. He starts stealing from people, right? In the midst of him stealing from people, you in the middle of a murder mystery. Somebody dies, and it's like, bro, you getting framed for murder? Like, it's like, I love it. Like, you just threw a random ass plot in there. Like, not only are you a thief, hey, let's throw this on you. Like, yeah, so, but no, it's a really good show. But yeah, so definitely y'all come back next week. Thank y'all for watching.
Shout out to socials. Follow us on social. Glenn promised he gonna start posting more TikToks for y'all.
But yeah, follow us on.
What's our handle? I don't even know it.
It's the Channel
Surfers 1.
The Channel Surfers 1 on Tyler. We'll make sure Tyler puts them in the on here when y'all watching, especially for our listeners or our visual listeners. But you got Channel Surfers 1 on Twitter. You got the Channel Surfers on TikTok, and our YouTube page is like the Channel Surfers _ or something like that. But we'll make sure we put them on here for y'all. Definitely follow us. We post our content when we can. I do need to get better at it. You know, we ain't blew up yet, so niggas got regular jobs and got kids. And my kid is 2 kids. So, but yeah, as always.
Also give Harrison Ford his Emmy. Thank you. Appreciate it. See
facts. Yeah. Also, yeah. Watch Shrinking. Watch Shrinking for show. Watch Shrinking. And Rooster already has been renewed for another season. HBO is doing a big one. And Harry Potter come out Christmas. All right, y'all. As always, let's surf, baby.